Gabriel Reilich, Good People, Stories from the Best of Humanity. In Good People, Stories from the Best of Humanity, author Gabriel Reilich delves into the transformative power of everyday kindness. Through touching narratives, the book reveals how simple acts of compassion can profoundly impact lives, whether it's a stranger lending a helping hand or a teacher providing a supportive environment. This collection of stories introduces readers to individuals like Miguel and Aisha, whose lives are changed by seemingly insignificant gestures that have a ripple effect, leading to newfound strength and perspective. Each tale showcases the potential of empathy to turn daunting challenges into unforgettable adventures, emphasizing that kindness knows no boundaries of age or context. Prepare to embark on a journey that illustrates the beauty of human connection and the incredible influence of small yet significant acts of goodwill.
Power of compassion. You've likely heard that kindness costs nothing, but its impact can be priceless. Miguel and Aisha's experiences beautifully illustrate this truth. Miguel worked in a hospital where instead of healing, he was drenched in the stress and negativity exuding from his demanding boss. The hospital's relentless pace became the backdrop of his daily dread. One day, tasked with restocking office supplies, he found momentary escape, only to have it shattered when a bump toppled his cart, along with his composure. Overwhelmed and frustrated, Miguel felt utterly isolated until Sarah walked over. Offering help without judgment, Sarah's simple act of kindness created a calm in Miguel's chaos, making him feel seen beyond the stress. This interaction was the catalyst for him to leave his toxic job in pursuit of a healthier work environment, illustrating how a minor gesture can ignite major change. Aisha's story mirrors this transformative power of kindness. As a pregnant teenager in high school, she felt caged by judgment and isolation. Her biology teacher noticed her struggles and offered compassion in the form of understanding. When Aisha revealed her morning sickness and hunger, the teacher encouraged her to eat in class, lifting an unseen burden from Aisha's shoulders. This small but meaningful gesture offered her an unanticipated sense of support and belonging. These narratives remind us that grand gestures aren't necessary for kindness to make an impact. A single moment of empathy, a non-judgmental offer of help, or a simple acknowledgement can transform someone's world. Every day, you hold the power to change lives through these seemingly insignificant acts. They might be small to you but could mean everything to someone else. Acts of empathy. Envision yourself in a bustling city, feeling alone and vulnerable. In these challenging moments, the kindness of strangers often becomes a beacon of hope. Consider Zoe, a young traveler from Australia on her first solo adventure to New York City. Overwhelmed by the sheer scale and pace of the city, she drags her belongings through the crowded streets, anxiety nibbling at her heels. Then enters Fatima, a local who notices Zoe's lost expression. With a genuine smile, Fatima reaches out, offering guidance through the complexities of the city and even opening her home to Zoe. Her gesture isn't random, it's rooted in her own experiences as a former exchange student in Australia, where she too found solace in unexpected kindness. For a week, Zoe explores New York not just as a tourist, but through the lens of friendship and warmth. They share meals, discover hidden gems, and enjoy quiet evenings on a rooftop, marveling at the city's skyline. Zoe's journey, originally tinged with isolation, transforms into an enriching adventure. This encounter dismantles her fears, affirming that even in intimidating environments, empathy can illuminate the path. Such moments of connection aren't confined to grand gestures, even the smallest acts can anchor us during turbulence, both literal and metaphorical. Imagine Maya, whose flight turns harrowing amidst a violent storm. Gripped by fear, tears stream down her face as panic threatens to consume her. In that moment, a fellow passenger simply extends a hand. This silent offer of reassurance becomes Maya's lifeline, calming her storm until the skies clear. These stories demonstrate the profound impact of empathy in our journeys. Offering guidance, sharing a meal, or providing comfort with a touch, each act is a powerful remedy to the isolation so often felt in unfamiliar places. In a world that can seem vast and indifferent, your kindness creates vital connections, kindling warmth and understanding across the distances that separate us. Wisdom of young minds. Sometimes, the most profound insights come from the youngest among us, unburdened by the complexities of adulthood. A vivid example is Lila, an 8-year-old in Poland, whose life took an intriguing turn when Asmita, a new teacher from Sri Lanka, joined her school. With boundless curiosity, Lila explored the exotic world Asmita introduced, learning as eagerly about coconut trees as she did about customs and religions foreign to her own. For Lila, differences were not barriers but gateways to fascinating new worlds. Her classmates mirrored this open-mindedness, transforming Asmita's initial teaching job into a deep journey of cultural exchange. Through their innocent acceptance, Asmita envisioned a future where diversity was not just existing but thriving in harmony. In a different part of the world, 3-year-old Kai showcases how wisdom can surface unexpectedly. When playing with his nanny, Mary, Kai demonstrated remarkable insight. As Mary hesitated to enter a playhouse, suggesting she was too big, Kai's simple remark shifted perspectives. It wasn't her fault for being big, rather, the playhouse was too small. With this statement, Kai transcended literal constraints, revealing a deeper understanding that many adults might overlook. This wasn't just about size, it was a gentle reminder that self-imposed limitations can be reimagined with a fresh outlook. Children, with their innate kindness and desire to explore, teach us that embracing differences and maintaining an insatiable curiosity can foster unity. In the divided tapestry of today's world, perhaps adopting their perspective could unravel some of the knots. Unexpected kindness. When the unbearable weight of loss descends, the world often seems distant and unfeeling. Yet, in such bleak times, acts of unexpected kindness can illuminate a path forward, showing the powerful impact of human compassion. Picture Yuki, enveloped by a stormy California night, racing against both time and fear as her father lies in a hospital, his life hanging by a thread. A stranger, sensing her desperation, becomes her silent partner. As Yuki hails a taxi and pleads for speed, the driver, without hesitation, morphs into her ally, deftly navigating the bustling streets. His refusal to accept payment turns a transaction into a profound act of allyship, and that crucial moment his empathy ultimately saves her father's life. Similarly, in the anonymity of a busy airport, Elena confronts her sorrow upon learning of her father's death, unable to reach him in time. She withdraws to the solitude of a bathroom, feeling an acute sense of isolation amid the bustling terminal. Here, a gentle touch on her shoulder disrupts her solitude. A compassionate stranger offers a silent understanding, staying by Elena's side through her emotional tempest. Without prying or preaching, this woman quietly stands as a testament to human empathy, briefly converting a public space into a refuge of comfort. These stories reveal that even amid profound grief, we are never entirely isolated. Strangers, with their unexpected kindness, can forge connections that transcend the limits of our sorrow. Whether it is a taxi driver's urgent dash through traffic or the wordless support in an airport's confines, such acts of compassion remind us of our shared humanity, encouraging us to comfort others in their moments of greatest need. Seeds of transformation. Sometimes, the tiniest gestures have the potential to unlock entire worlds of opportunity. For May, a 15-year-old battling intense shyness, speaking in class seemed impossible. Her anxiety was often misinterpreted by teachers as laziness or indifference, leading her to believe she was undeserving of attention or success. Enter Mr. Patel and his Latin class. Recognizing that May's silence stemmed from fear and not a lack of ability, her impeccable written tests were proof enough, he devised a simple yet profound solution. Instead of pressuring her to speak out loud in class, he allowed her to whisper answers one-on-one at his desk after class. This small, compassionate change transformed May's educational experience. Free from fear, she showcased her talents, her academic performance soared, and her love for learning was rekindled. That doorway, once thought permanently shut, swung open, guiding her to a future she once thought unreachable. May's newfound confidence propelled her to pursue higher education, travel extensively, and eventually, inspire others as a teacher, faithfully nurturing the quiet strength within her students. Similarly, Ms. Diaz, a 7th-grade science teacher, used her infectious enthusiasm to spark curiosity in her students. Her vivid descriptions of natural wonders, like the Northern Lights, left a lasting impression on Carlos. Years later, as he stood beneath the Icelandic aurora, his heart resonated with the joy Ms. Diaz had imparted, prompting him to express his gratitude with a simple photo. These narratives remind us of the profound impact modest acts of understanding and enthusiasm can have, inspiring others to build confidence, kindle curiosity, and discover self-worth. Our everyday actions have the power to illuminate new paths for those around us, encouraging them to achieve extraordinary things.
As you navigate the poignant stories within Good People, Stories from the Best of Humanity, the overarching message becomes clear: kindness is a powerful catalyst for change. Whether through a gentle hand extending across an airplane aisle or a child's curious question, these narratives highlight how empathy can ignite courage, foster understanding, and even alter life paths. Gabriel Reilich's compilation encourages readers to embrace their innate ability to make a difference, no matter how small the gesture. It's a reminder that in a world often perceived as indifferent, each of us holds the power to create warmth and connection. Let these stories inspire you to notice the unseen struggles around you and respond with compassion, knowing you might well transform someone's world in ways you cannot imagine.